I don't think anybody really knows what is going to happen.
No.
Because most likely what could potentially happen hasn't happened before.
No, it's true.
So nobody knows what is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What we can anticipate is, of course, the ideas that are all connected to the sponsorship of scarcity and separation will either fade out or transmute themselves into a different energy field. So the idea of money, the idea of ownership, the idea of scarcity itself will soon be found to be not real, to be an illusion, and so it will fade out. I don't think there is any other place in the multi-universe where there is such a thing as money. It's at the root of the system conditioning, and if you look at the idea of money, most of the people on the planet, they decide what to do and what not to do most of the time based on money. Either they say, I don't have enough money, I cannot do this, or they say, I don't have time to do this because I have to make money, or they don't find there is any value to it because it doesn't create money, and so the idea of money basically made humans corruptible. And it's all based on fear. But I believe that very soon it might take a little bit while because we are addicted to money. We have such a strong attachment to money that it seems unconceivable a reality without it for many of us. It almost, again, it might even look scary, a reality without money. Because again, the ego cannot suck his energy in order to keep itself alive. But what needs to be addressed right now, I think at this moment, the question that needs to be addressed in every moment of our path is what is really relevant.
Mm-hmm.
What is right now? What is relevant to not just me, but to life? What is relevant to life? If I make this decision rather than this one, the product of my decision is going to be relevant for humanity, for Mother Earth, and we need to be very honest about this, and we need to start to take responsibility towards this question fully. Right now we are in a situation that with the idea of survival we are corrupted, meaning we are not in integrity with our heart, and we have millions of excuses, validated by our surrounding, whether it's our family or our friends or the society, So I feel like I want to do this, but I can't because I have children, or I have a family, or I have a career, or my mother is sick, or I am sick, whatever reasons whatever alibis you choose. In a way, you are deceiving yourself. I know this is very difficult to understand, and maybe this will make a lot of people angry. Just to hear this, it will create a defensive mechanism. But if we are willing to be really honest with ourselves and go really deep into our inner truth, we will find out that actually it is true. We are out of integrity in most of the choices that we make, and the lack of integrity is motivated by the fear of scarcity. And it's completely comprehensible. And I'm not saying that all of a sudden you should give up everything and give up money, give up jobs. Although it could be a very good idea, but for many of us it might be too much of a quantum leap, too much of a jump. And you have first to honor your believing system. If my believing system doesn't agree to the idea that I can fly, I can convince myself as much as possible that if I jump out of the window, I will crash into the floor. So before I make a decision, I have to honor my limited beliefs. And how do I do that? I dig into the limited beliefs, I bring them to surface, I recognize them as limitations, and I choose. Do I still want to invest my life into these limiting beliefs or not? And there's nothing wrong if you choose that you do want to, because it's an experience. There's not such a thing as right or wrong. But if you, once you bring to the surface the limitations that are causing you to make choices that are not in integrity with your heart, but you don't feel like that is serving you anymore, then you will have to recognize the limited beliefs, and then you will have to reprogram yourself. Sometimes that will mean that you will have to go deeper into other layers of limited beliefs that are sustaining the one that are on the surface, until you get to the root of it. And then most of the time, just the recognition, it's enough to create a transformational process, to activate the transformational process. Sometimes it requires more digging and more. But the question to answer is, it's very simple. Is what is relevant? What is the degree of relevancy to life in the choices that I'm making right now, in what am I doing? Is it relevant right now? Accumulation of money? Is it relevant right now? Career? Is it relevant right now? Family? Is relevant to whatever? And it might be relevant. And in fact, I think all these things are relevant. But only when they are sustaining a supportive mechanism, meaning that are coming from an integrity with your heart. One very easy way to find out if you are in integrity, for example, with your occupation, you just ask yourself, okay, I am doing this job every day. If I have all of a sudden I have 50 million euros or dollars in my bank, tomorrow morning will I still go and do the job that I'm doing or not? If the answer is not, then you know that your choice is made out of the idea of survival. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But the idea of the making such a consideration is the first step to start to shake things around and start to make eventually different decisions that are closer. Ideally, whether you have money or not doesn't have anything to do with your choice of what you do in your regular day. It doesn't have anything to do, it's irrelevant to you if you are making money or not. What is relevant is that you're expressing your joy, and you're expressing the action that comes from the gift that you have within yourself. Because although the system has been doing anything possible to convince us that we are not special, and we are all very much like puppets, and we have to follow the line and the ordinary path of survival, where we are obedient citizens and follow the trends of the system. In reality, we all, with zero exceptions, we are all very special, and each of us have very special gifts. Many of us do not even think that that's true. That's how dissociated they have become through programming and through all kind of deceiving protocols. Dissociation is a wonderful experience too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an experience that many of us need to have. Sometimes you have to experience what you are not in order to understand better what you are. So it's not just judgmental here. It's not something about right and wrong. It's about what would be the best ideal, what would be the most organic way to proceed through the experience of the life. And the best would be to acknowledge our gifts and takes fully responsibility by taking action. And so it's the summarization of finding our gifts and using our imagination in order to crystallize taking action, because if you don't take action, it means nothing. You can have the most incredible gift, and you can have the incredible imagination, imaginative project or idea, but until you take action, because this is a path of a physical path, so action is what we are attempting here. We are all masters, and we are attempting here to bring a very high reality into a physical experience, and that is the experiment that the whole multi-universe is watching, that never happened before. To be God and Goddess, and be at the same time physical. So the formula is addressing our integrity by recognizing our gifts, finding our gifts. Once the gifts are recognized, we start to take action towards those gifts, allowing imagination, the imaginative world, to step into our reality through our female energy, and then action by action crystallize the reality we want to bring into this physical experience. And that is the meaning, I think, of why we are incarnating this physicality, to basically remember who we are. And the only way to remember how you are, you can remember who you are by creating something, and then when you observe what you just created, you remember who you are. And so you are recreating yourself, you're rediscovering yourself, and that's the biggest joy that this earthy experience can give us.